What's up? What's up? This is so funny to me that I'm really streaming once again. I don't know why this cracks me up. I don't. Um, I posted about my stream today on Instagram. I guess this would be my first official stream. Yesterday was like a soft opening, you know, testing the waters, making sure things are running and flowing smoothly. Um, yeah, but today we're really going to get into it. I have some questions because I posted on my story about asking questions. If you have any more questions, you can put them in the chat, obviously. Um, but yeah, let's get into what's going on here. Um, all right. First question. What made you want to start streaming? That is a good question. I I felt like I have good commentary. I feel like that my perspective is very interesting and that other people could appreciate it. Also, I feel like hey, welcome in, welcome in. I feel like I'm really good at chatting when I have something to share, and I just want to share. I feel like I want to share. Um, but yeah, so that's what made me want to start streaming, and then what's my favorite part about streaming so far? So far, I think it's the interaction. So when there's people here watching, chatting back with me, I definitely enjoy like hearing, or not even hearing, but like seeing your feedback and chatting back with me. I feel like that's always fun. It's always fun to like get comments on a post. It's always fun to, you know, interact with people, whether it's like on Twitter, and just having conversation. I enjoy conversation. That's my favorite part about streaming is the conversation. And the fact that this is like in real time. That's kind of trippy to me. Yeah. Um so next question is, how did I get started and what did I buy? So technically I don't really think I bought anything for real. A lot of the things that I needed I already had. I already had a mic, already had desktop, already had lights because I like to take photos. The only thing that I didn't have was a webcam. Obviously, I could have used my phone, but I like to be able to use my phone. I like my phone to be able to be used. But the only thing I needed was a camera, and I got one for my birthday. Woo! My birthday was in April. I have balloons still floating back there from mid-April, so yeah. But I don't think that I bought anything for the stream. I had everything already pretty much. Okay. Next question. What's your favorite thing about yourself? This is a what's my favorite thing about myself? There's a lot of things that I like about myself. I like that I have a soft and open heart. Um, I like that I am empathetic. I also like that I like to laugh. I feel like um, that's a key part of me. I don't find everything funny, but I enjoy laughing, and I feel like that adds to who I am, or it's just a part of who I am. And I love to smile. So when I'm not smiling or when I'm not laughing, that's how you know that I'm like real serious and that I'm not having a good time. If I'm laughing and smiling, I'm having a great time. But I also don't want you to get that confused because I can have RBF. Yes, I can. For sure. Yeah. Next question. What do you dislike about yourself and want to improve on? You've seen the RBF. Okay. Ease up on me, please. What I want to improve upon myself is boundaries, number one. Number two is my openness. So I'm very open in like one-on-one instances and settings, but I feel like I'm not so much on a grander scale. Like I've had people tell me, "Oh, Kalia, I really don't know what goes on in your life. You don't post about it," which is, I feel like that's good. The internet don't really need your business. That's just how I feel about it. But I also know that for the things that I want to do, like content creation, streaming, you know, being on social media, you do have to be open. So I'm working on that. That's one thing that I do want to improve. Yeah. Also, I feel like there's other things that anybody would want to improve. One being your bank account. You know, get that bank account up. Yeah, but that's anybody. I feel like, at least it should be. But I don't know. Whatever. It's whatever you want to do with your life. If you could be any animal in the world, what would it be? That's interesting because I haven't put much thought into an animal that I'm like or that I feel like represents me or that I want to be. But maybe like a Black Panther, or I don't know. I've kind of always like related to a butterfly though. I don't know if that's an animal. It's an insect. So I don't know if that counts is what I want to say, but yeah, we're gonna go with that one. If I could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Number one, Brazil. I've always wanted to go to Brazil. Do I have a reason why specifically? No. I just feel like Brazil is calling to me, and I will be in Brazil. Brazil, you and we're gonna be locked in, okay? It's only a matter of time. Clip that, because it's gonna happen. Will it be living or visiting? It don't matter. Kalia's gonna be in Brazil at some point. Okay? Yeah, or I've also thought about the good old country area of Texas. I thought about Texas. But I feel like Brazil is more of my vibe, like overall, and who I am and who I want to be is a Brazilian girl. And so I also tried learning Portuguese. I guess it wouldn't be try. There are a few things that I know from using Duolingo. However, I want to get more into actually like learning and speaking the language. And I don't think that Duolingo is really going to do that for me. So I've got to figure out, you know, the best way, the best method of doing that. I need to get like some workbooks, some of those Rosetta Stone maybe. I don't know. Well, I'll check it out at the library. See if there's anything I can really get into as far as learning Brazilian Portuguese. Okay. What motivates you? We're getting really deep in these questions. I don't know, guys. What motivates you? I feel like that's a really intense question, because it's not a, you know what? It's the goals that I have set for me, for myself, that motivates me. Like being able to be like, oh, I wanted to do this and I achieved that, just not off my own strength, because God strengthens me. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ strengthens me to be able to do things, but like to be like, oh yeah, I did that. I thought about, oh, I wanted to achieve this amount of something, or I wanted to be able to do this for myself. The organ, you know what? I told you I'm working on getting the sounds. We've got to be able to get the sounds so we can have the what is the word? The sound effects going in the background. Okay, but yes, we do need a worker for this. But yeah, to be able to be like, that's something that I wanted to do. I set out to achieve it and I achieved it. That's mostly what motivates me. And so I have to find the things that I'm truly passionate about so I stick with them, because that is all, you know what? Going back, I think that's another thing that I want to improve upon. Like being able to be like, this is what I want. I'm gonna do this. I have no problem with setting a goal. It's like sticking it through. You know what I mean? And I have a whole post on my website. I'll see if I can bring that back at some point. To it's about discipline, and I have discipline in growing my locks. I've had my locks. It'll be 8 years on May 17th. So we might need to have a nice little lock party on the stream. And like do our hair together or something. I feel like that would be fun. But yeah, May 17th will be 8 years. And then also I did 10 years of being vegan. I was vegan for 10 years of my life. And I feel like, that's a major, yes, we can shake them like Waka Flocka. Absolutely. Yeah, we gonna shake them for real. But I feel like being vegan for 10 years is an extreme amount of discipline, as well as growing your hair out. Because there are plenty, okay? There are plenty of times where I'm just like, I want to cut my hair off. I want to comb my hair out. A lot of people don't even know, like, this is technically my second set of locks, because I tried them once before. And I just couldn't deal with the look of it. My hair also was shorter at the time when I first initially tried, and I wasn't really feeling it. I put braids over it all the time, and yeah, I just didn't like it. But I ended up doing it a second time. I was like, you know what, I'm going to really stick to it, and I didn't put anything over it or try to cover it up. I just accepted it for what it was. And that's how we got here. I also, just so y'all know, I cut my hair, and I'm really loving the cut. It used to go down, like all the way down here to butt length. But we're shorter now. It's much lighter, much lighter. My hair would always get in my way. Definitely like pulling on it, getting it stuck in my pants. I was like, okay, let's give it a nice little trim. So that's what I did. I think it was about, I want to say like 5 inches, because it was like down to here. It was a good chunk. It's a good chunk. I have them in a bag somewhere. I'm not gonna get them though. Yeah. So, next question. These are some deep questions. But, what do you think your purpose is? Well, my purpose, I feel, is to, I don't necessarily want to say inspire others, because I feel like everybody in a way inspires others, but I truly feel like that's like my calling, and to like be a light to other people and just give love, like, because I am an empathetic person and I'm able to feel and understand people. I also think that it's important for me to build my wisdom and my knowledge so that I'm able to give that back to other people. And that mostly starts with me focusing on the growth of things that I need for myself, because then I'm able to like spread it to others. I really hope that makes sense. Yeah. What is my favorite thing to do when I'm not working? I like to hang out with my friends. I made community in the last year, and I'm very proud of myself for that, because I went from maybe having like 1 or 2 people that I could maybe call a friend in the city to like having community, which is amazing. It's truly amazing. And there's also a difference between having friends from when you were younger to having friends as an adult. And it's a very interesting thing to navigate and figure out, but it's also really, really beautiful, and I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, I like to hang out with my friends. I enjoy a quiet night at home in my bed, watching anime or whatever new show I found. I enjoy reading. I have been working on this one book called A Love Song for Ricky Wilde. My mom's gonna be like, Kalia, you should have been finished that book. And she's right. It has been a minute and I'm at the end, but I haven't finished it. Yes, so I enjoy reading. I enjoy watching YouTube. What else do I enjoy? I enjoy calling my sister and chatting with her. I enjoy quality time with my family. Like, there's so many things. I enjoy going for walks. I enjoy going to coffee shops and getting a matcha. Like, these are things that I love doing when I'm not when I'm not working. Yes, we do love little sis. That's my girl. That's my girl forever. And don't get me started, because I can go on and on about how just amazing she is of a person. Love that girl. Real, real deep. That is my girl. Yeah. I enjoy hiking. Yeah. There's so many things that I like doing. So many things. I typically also don't like to say the things that I like doing and enjoy doing, because I feel like sharing them on public platforms just lets people like, think that they know you when they don't necessarily know you. But like I said earlier, we're being open, okay? Okay, we're being open. Yeah. So, next question is lemon pepper or buffalo chicken wings? If you know me at this moment in my life, because obviously, like I said earlier, there was a moment, a long moment of 10 years when I was not eating anything from the flesh of an animal or a byproduct of an animal. However, this past year, I have tapped into the animal and I love chicken. I love chicken wings a whole lot. And my personal favorite, lemon pepper. Okay? Okay. I don't want to hear, buffalo, wow, wow, wow. Don't care. I need that dry rub. Okay? I don't want it underneath my nails. I love me a lemon pepper. Okay? And also, there's this new, well, it's not new. It's new to me. There's this spot here and they have catfish nuggets. When I tell you, I will tear up some catfish nuggets. I didn't realize how much I like catfish also, by the way, which is blowing my mind, obviously. But I feel like when I was younger, I ate catfish a lot. But I don't know. Maybe I just needed it. Maybe they were seasoned extra good. But catfish, me and catfish is really, we really locking in. Okay. What's my go-to drink when I'm out on the town? I like a red wine. I'm typically a wine kind of girl. As far as like a liquor, a drink that has liquor, I like things that are tart. So I'm okay with a lemon drop. I don't want sugar on the rim. I'm okay with what else? I like a Moscow Mule. Have you ever had a tequila mule? What the girls do? That's one of them ones. Yeah. But I don't really too much experiment with like trying different drinks like that have liquor because I just prefer wine, specifically red wine. And there's a specific type of red wine, like a Cabernet or a Merlot or a there's another one like those types, the second tier of differentiation. I think I said that right. I don't know. That I like specifically, but I won't give too much information. Just know I like red wine. Okay. What's one thing people don't know about you that you want them to know? We're really getting into it. I probably should have looked at these questions before I got into them on the stream because that's a good question. I don't know what I want people to know. You know, I don't know. We're gonna have to come back to that question. We're gonna have to come back to that. Are you single, dating, have your eye on anyone? I am currently the most singlest Pringle that you ever did see. Yeah. Big dogs or small dogs? You know, I like big dogs. As long as they're the chill ones. I don't need the extra feisty ones. Just a nice chill big dog. Because usually the small ones be yapping too much. I don't need the yapping. I don't need the yapping at all. Okay? Um, and my favorite animal, I don't know that I necessarily have a favorite animal. I don't think so. Oh, horses. I like horses. And you know what? Maybe for the animal that I would be, I think that that would be a horse or like a pony. I feel like I would be a little pony. um, because horses are very empathetic animals, other than elephants. Um, because I believe elephants cry. Uh, yeah, but I really I love horses. I love going horseback riding. I love that. Um, and I don't know when I got to the point of loving horses. I feel like it's kind of always been there. Probably ever since my first horseback riding encounter, which was in elementary school, and me and my best friend and all of our friends in class at the time, um, we went horseback riding, and that was an amazing experience. I loved it. And then last year, me and my best friend, we went horseback riding for our birthdays because both of our birthdays are in April. Um, yeah, love that girl too. Love her so much. She's like, there's Kaya, and then there's Jody, and they're my best friends, and I love them so much. um, yeah. My favorite food, we're just gonna have to roll with chicken. It's so bad. But I think after like 10 years of not having chicken, eating chicken is really up there as my favorite food. Okay? It just is what it is. But I mean, there's a lot of foods that I like. I like mac and cheese, but I don't have mac and cheese as like regular mac and cheese. Okay, so even though I may be eating animal products again, I don't typically eat dairy. Like if dairy's in something, I'm like, eh. But if it's like straight up dairy, like regular mac and cheeses, not having it. Um, yeah, or like regular milk or something like that. No, that's not my jam. We're not doing that at all. Um, yeah. My least favorite food, peas. I don't like peas. I think that the texture of peas is terrible. Okay? It's terrible. Don't like peas. Um, and it's so funny because my one of my dad's favorite meals is um meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and peas. And when we would eat it growing up, I'd be like, oh, these peas. I do not want these peas. I would figure out a way to make it work. Like I would try to scoop the peas up with the mashed potatoes so that I could just eat it all together. Because I enjoy chunky mashed potatoes. Chunky mashed potatoes, that's some ones. I don't like whipped mashed potatoes. That's not mashed to me. That's cream. Not liking it. Hi, thanks for joining. It's good to see you in the chat. Whoop whoop. I'm just answering these questions that I got from Instagram. And hopefully this records and saves, and then we could play it back. You'll be able to watch it again. And I feel like a good Q&A is a good first video, so that's good. I'm liking that. So everybody, let's hope that Everything's good. And we're recording and saving. Okay. I think I set it up right. Um, yeah, I appreciate you. You did say that. So I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much. Um, yeah. Mashed potatoes. I need it to be chunky. I need the texture. I don't like the texture of peas because they're just mushy. I don't like mushy peas at all. And that leads me to blueberries. Blueberries, there's a fine line with blueberries. I enjoy blueberries. I like the taste, the flavor of blueberry. But there's also the blueberries that are firm that you know, that's a good blueberry. But the blueberries that are like peas that are mush, don't like it. There used to be a way where I would only eat blueberries if they were frozen. Because it just tasted better. Frozen blueberries. So much better than the mushy ones. Because chances are, if they are mushy, I wouldn't know because it's frozen. Delicious. Yeah, but I think peas might be my least favorite. I used to not like okra. Okra was not it for your girl. Okay? It just wasn't. However, I can eat okra if it's been pickled. Something about it being together and not mushy on the inside it's so much better. See? That's what I'm saying. Creamy potatoes are okay, but it's nothing compares to it being mashed. I like the chunk. Personally. Yeah. So, okra. Loved it if it was pickled. Don't love it if it's just, like been regularly cooked. I tried to think of it as like chia seeds. Chia seed, because like chia seed pudding or whatever, it's kind of goopy. But I don't like that in the middle of okra. I don't know. It's slimy. But okra's so good for you though. And once I tried pickled okra, I was like, wow, I had like a whole jar by myself. I just tore it up. I also really enjoy pickled foods. I love pickled foods. I like pickles, kimchi. I like vinegary foods. I don't know why. Very good. Very delicious. Taste buds, superb. But my favorite side dish. I don't know what my favorite side dish would be. Cause there's so many. Would cornbread be considered a side dish? I think so. Delicious. Rice could be considered a side dish. Love rice. A side salad. What other side dish options are there? Like let's do some Googles. Side dish options. Let's see what comes up. Biscuits. Okay. I love a biscuit. Where are the options? Potatoes, biscuits, okay. Coleslaw. I don't mind coleslaw. It's not like I'm going for that. Oh, there's a coleslaw, let me get that. Nah. But it's cool, I feel like this is I need like a black people website. I'm trying to think of side dishes and I'm they're not coming to mind right now. Yeah, because this is like glazed ranch carrots. Who's eating a side of carrots? I'm not. I love carrots though, but I'm not eating a side of carrots. Oh, I love stuffing. Okay, do y'all say stuffing or dressing? I say stuffing. Stuffing is delicious. Stuffing's my jam. I like specifically cornbread stuffing. But also, what is the difference between stuffing and dressing? Is it just a regional thing? What's that about? Baked beans as a side. I like baked beans. I don't know that I'm eating it too much as a side though. Usually if I have baked beans, we're putting it on something. Like I'll even make a burger and I'll put some baked beans on the burger. Baked beans on a hot dog. Or a sausage. But yeah, like this website is giving thyme green beans with almonds. Who's eating green beans and almonds? I'm not. Actually, let's show you what it's saying over here. So you know that I'm not lying about this. Green beans with almonds? I'm not eating this. Who is eating this? Terrible. Terrible. Parmesan pasta? Okay, that's cool. Dairy, but okay. Strawberry arugula salad. Looks like there's almonds on there. It's cool. I don't know that I'm like, ooh, let me get that strawberry arugula salad on the side though. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on? Sugar snap peas. Okay. Okay, fries. I like fries. I like anything potato based. I am a potato girl. Love a potato. Mediterranean cauliflower. You know, one thing about being vegan is how much they like to use cauliflower for things. I never understood it. I don't get why they're like, oh, let's use cauliflower for everything. Like, I don't want cauliflower barbecue wings. I didn't want that. Because it never gave chicken. It gave cauliflower covered in sauce. I wasn't a fan of it. Personally. I ate it. But it just wasn't my jam. And then they they made cauliflower rice. Like they were just really getting into the cauliflower. Another thing though, they use cashews for everything. And a lot of people have nut allergies. And specifically tree nut allergies. So I didn't understand why everything is literally cashews. Everything is like nut based. I never understood that. Bow tie pasta. Pea salad with bacon. Now, I told y'all earlier, I'm not a fan of peas. I told you. And this is terrible. Who's doing this? And here they go again with the carrots. Oh gosh, I love Brussels sprouts. Also, fun fact about me, I do not like mustard. I don't mind mustard if it's in something like when you make a tuna salad sandwich. Yeah. Okay, you have to put mustard in there. Got it. But I'm not like putting mustard on a hot dog or a burger or like a deli sandwich. Please leave the mustard off. My face will immediately like be grossed out. Also, one of the funniest things, and this hands down, anybody that knew me in 5th grade, I had to introduce myself to the class. They will all remember the way that I introduced myself to the class, because I said that I forgot what I even said that I liked. I'm pretty sure I said something about designing clothes or something like that. But I said that I don't like mustard, sweating, or anything that boys do. Okay? And I feel like that is one of the iconic quotes that I have ever said in my life. My best friend can tell you that. Butternut squash? Like, why? Who's eating this? Not to say that it's not good. Just not. I feel like these aren't sides, for real. Skillet sausage stuffing. Now, you know what? That's probably really good. Yeah. Yeah. But mustard, sweating, or anything that boys do, I'm gonna make that my bio. That's I don't like mustard, sweating, or anything that boys do. I feel like that still stands true. I don't like sweating necessarily, but I do be cold. So I prefer it to be warm. I'm always preferring it to be warm. Uh, yeah. Okay. I think that's all the questions. Oh no, I think I have one more question. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. One of the questions is, are there any anime characters you relate to or just really like, and why? What is the name of that show? What's the name of the show with the guy who has white hair? Oh gosh, I cannot remember the name of the show. Anime with white hair. Let's see if it comes up. Yep, I think. Oh wait, no. But I also do like him. Okay, so here. Okay, I like Kaneki. I think that's how you say his name. From Tokyo Ghoul. Love that show. That was a very good show. I think it was like the first 2 seasons, and then got to season 3, and it was like very weird. I was like, I don't know what this is, but it definitely took me on a roller coaster for the first two seasons. But the guy that I was thinking of was Gojo. Yeah, from Jujutsu Kaisen. I think that's how you say it. I got verbally assaulted on TikTok for saying the name wrong. However, good show. I like his character. Why do I like his character? Because he's funny and he knows himself. Like, he knows that he can whoop anybody's behind. Okay? Like, he is just that guy. Let's really get into him, because he's one of my favorites. I think I also like, I forgot her name, but the pink-haired girl from she Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is a really good show. I haven't watched that in a long time, and I should probably get back into that, because yeah. But yeah, Gojo's that guy. He's that guy. And he's so crazy strong. And he helps like the students to like become their best self and help them to be able to use their own I don't necessarily want to say powers, but I guess it would have, the word is powers, and their own like energy and whatnot. Yeah, he's really good. Wow, I didn't know he was born in December 7th, according to the fandom wiki page. But yeah, he's so cool, and he just wears his glasses and his blindfold, and he's just chilling. Like, I feel like he exemplifies very good like restraint and discipline, and I really like that about him. He's really cool. He is really cool. I feel like I have 2 or 3 more episodes left in JJK to be fully caught up. But yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites. I really like him. I would even be tempted to rewatch the show. That's how interested I am in it. I think there's like maybe 3 seasons. Let's see. Why don't we do... I'm gonna be not being able to type. Oh, there's 2 seasons. See, they be having 2 seasons with like a bunch of episodes, and I think that's what I really like about anime, is that they'll either give you a little or a lot. And I think that's also why I enjoy K-dramas, because they give you like hour-long episodes, and they're like full hours of like not 100, geez, like 65-minute episodes, or a little bit over that, like 80-minute episodes. Like, you're getting a whole movie for 1 episode, and you're getting 12 episodes. I enjoy that. Yes, thank you for doing that service for me, of providing full episodes, no commercials. Love that. American TV, I like American TV, I do, but I also feel like they be skimping out. That could just be me though. Yeah. Wow, that was really good. That was a really good question. I like